What if I told you that it's possible to change your reality right now, in less than a minute, using technology that already exists within you? This is no empty promise. It is a secret kept for millennia, revealed by Thoth, the sage of ancient Egypt. He taught that you are not just a physical body, but an antenna of living energy. Right now, you are transmitting a frequency, and that frequency creates everything around you: your money, your health, your relationships, your opportunities. The problem is, no one taught you how to control this transmission until now. In this teaching, I will give you the exact key to increase your vibration instantly. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. It's a method so simple it seems impossible, but ancient civilizations used it to shape the very fabric of reality. Stay with me, because what you're about to understand may be one of the most important things you've ever heard. If you feel the call, mentally affirm, "I am the creator." What we call matter is energy whose vibration has been reduced to the point of being perceptible to the senses. In essence, there is no matter, just energy vibrating at different frequencies. Imagine a civilization so advanced that its understanding of energy and consciousness would make our current technology look like a toy. They didn't need wires or machines because they understood the very structure of reality. At the heart of this civilization was a priest-king, master of wisdom, known as Thoth. Before a cataclysm swallowed his island beneath the ocean waves, Thoth took steps to ensure that universal knowledge would not be lost. He recorded it on an indescribable artifact, the legendary emerald tablets. Legend has it that they were not made from any stone on earth, but from a transmuted material, a green, luminous substance with a consciousness of its own. These tablets are not mere historical records, they are spiritual technology, a living code containing the immutable laws that govern all creation. One of these laws is the principle of vibration. She states clearly, nothing stands still, everything moves, everything vibrates. This is not a metaphor, it is a literal description of how the universe works. Thoth knew that everything, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, is a field of energy in constant motion. And I also knew that human consciousness has the power to interact and influence this vibrational field, altering reality itself. After the fall of Atlantis, Thoth migrated to the land that would become known as Egypt. But he didn't just take memories. He took the very essence of that knowledge and encoded it in a way that would stand the test of time, in the sacred geometry of Great Pyramid of Giza. Conventional history says that the pyramid was built as a tomb, but esoteric traditions reveal another truth. It was not made to house the dead, but to raise the living. The pyramid is a cosmic instrument, a gigantic energy resonator. Its architecture, internal chambers and precise angles were not made by chance. Every detail was designed to amplify energy and create a specific vibrational field, a portal that would allow an initiate to raise their consciousness to higher states. The pyramid was an ascension machine, an amplifier of the power of the human mind, erected on the halls of Amenti, where the mysteries of life and death were kept. The real secret was not just in the structure, but in the knowledge that she symbolized, the wisdom of the emerald tablets on how vibration creates matter. And the most fascinating thing is that, millennia later, our scientists are beginning to discover the same truths that Thoth engraved in stone. When magic becomes science, the ancient myth is reborn under another name, quantum physics. When scientists finally managed to look inside the atom, expecting to find solid particles, they got a surprise that shook the foundations of science. They found nothing solid. At the heart of matter, there are no things, only energy, vortices vibrating at specific frequencies, creating the illusion of solidity that we perceive with our senses. The chair you are sitting on is not solid. It is an energy field vibrating so fast that it feels dense and real. And this principle doesn't just apply to the physical world. Your thoughts and emotions are also energy. real vibrational phenomena. Each thought is an electrical impulse that runs through your neurons, generating an electromagnetic field that expands beyond the body. You are literally a human transmitter of frequencies, and your feelings determine what station you are tuning into in the universe. Think about the concept of resonance. If two tuning forks are tuned to the same note and you make one vibrate, the other will also start to vibrate, even from a distance, without physical contact. The energy of one affects the other. The same goes for you. You are constantly emitting a frequency, and the universe responds by bringing into your experience whatever resonates with it. Modern science is beginning to prove this in surprising ways. In a famous experiment, Russian scientists monitored the brain waves of a mother rabbit isolated in a submarine. Her offspring, thousands of kilometers away, were exposed to random stimuli. At the exact moment each pup experienced stress, the mother's brainwaves would instantly change, revealing a connection that transcends time and space. Another study divided basketball players into two groups. One trained physically, the other only mentally, visualizing the perfect shot. The result was impressive. The group that just visualized improved almost as much as the group that actually practiced. They weren't just thinking positive. They were reprogramming your brains and muscles, aligning your vibration with success before it even happens. These experiments prove that human consciousness creates reality. You are not a passive spectator. You are an active co-author of the universe. But an essential question arises. If we have so much power, why do so many people's lives seem filled with chaos, pain, and scarcity? The answer lies in a simple but profound law, the law of resonance. You are like a human magnet. Every second, you emit an energetic signature, the vibrational sound of the sum of your dominant thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This field is responsible for attracting everything that is in harmony with it. The universe does not judge. It only responds. If your dominant energy is fear, anger, or scarcity, the universe will reflect this in the form of challenges. If your vibration is joy, love, and gratitude, the universe rearranges everything to match that melody. Action is important, but acting in disharmony is like rowing against the current. You waste energy and barely move from one place to another. True power lies not in changing the outside world by force, but in change the frequency you emit from within. The question is not how to solve my problems, but rather how to change my vibration so that my problems cease to exist in my reality. And this answer is not modern. It is the same map left by Thoth and the Hermetic masters millennia ago. To understand how to transform one's reality, one must delve into the cosmic laws that govern everything that exists. Thoth described them in symbolic language in the Emerald Tablets, principles so universal that they still underpin every manifestation of energy and matter today. These laws are not philosophical metaphors, they are operational laws, invisible gears of the universe, and two of them form the basis of all human creative power. The first is the principle of mentalism. He states, with absolute clarity, the all is mind, the universe is mental. This means that the universe is not a purposeless machine, but a living expression of consciousness. Every particle, every star, every life form is a thought manifested in the infinite mind that permeates everything. And your individual mind is not separate from that greater mind. You are a center of consciousness within it, carrying on a human scale the same creative power. The second law is the correspondence principle, whose axiom has echoed for millennia. As above, so below. As within, so without. This is perhaps the most practical of all spiritual laws. It teaches that the external world is just a reflection of the internal, that physical reality is a mirror of your mental and emotional state. Everything you experience outside is a direct consequence of what you cultivate inside. Together, these two laws reveal an explosive secret. To change anything in your life, you need to change your mind first. Trying to change the reflection in the mirror without modifying the object that projects it is useless. Your habitual thoughts and feelings are the blueprints the universe uses to shape your experience. So it's not about fighting the world. It's about aligning your inner world with what you want to manifest. At this point, the role of the subconscious mind emerges, the true engine of reality. As long as your conscious mind wishes, dreams, and decides, it is the subconscious that operates 95% of the time and sets your dominant vibration. It contains beliefs, memories, and patterns that dictate how you feel, react, and create. The good news is that the subconscious does not distinguish between reality and imagination. When you repeat a thought or emotion with enough intensity, it accepts it as truth and begins to vibrate at that new frequency. This new inner program becomes your new vibrational field, and reality rearranges itself to reflect it. The question is, how do you transform a vague desire into a vibration so coherent that the universe has no choice but to respond to it? How to bridge the gap between intention and manifestation? The answer is in the 5 keys to conscious creation, the central teaching of Thoth, the spiritual technology that transforms simple dreamers into conscious co-creators of reality. 1. Clarity. It all starts with absolute clarity. Most people live shrouded in a fog of vague and contradictory desires. They want wealth, but fear responsibility. They want love, but fear vulnerability. These opposing impulses send confusing signals to the universe, and the result is just vibrational static. The universe does not respond to need. He responds to the precision. Being vague is asking for vague results. I want to be happy is not an intention. It's an abstract feeling. Ask yourself, what exactly represents happiness to me? What does an ideal day in my life look like? Who am I with? What am I doing? Defining details is the first creative act. Without form, there is no construction. A clear intention is like a laser beam, focuses all energy on one point and cuts through the fog of uncertainty. Vague desire is like the diffuse light of a lamp. It spreads in all directions and loses strength. That's why write what you want in detail. Describe the setting, the feeling, the texture of the life you want to create. Every detail is an energetic coordinate. By doing this, you deliver to the universe an architectural blueprint of your new reality. It's the first step to saying, this is the direction of my energy. This is what I choose. 2. Visualization. Once the intention is set, the next step is give it mental form. Visualizing is not fantasizing. It is rehearse mentally the desired life as if it were already happening. When you close your eyes and imagine in first person, living what you desire, your brain and your body, they don't know it's imagination. They activate the same neurological circuits and release the same neurotransmitters as a real experience. You literally teach your cells to sense the new future. See yourself in the scene, not as a spectator, but as a protagonist. Feel the steering wheel of your car, the smell of coffee in your dream home, the touch of your loved one, the ambient sound of the place you want to be. The more sensory and vivid the image, the more real it becomes to the subconscious. 3. Emotion. But the image alone is a silent film. It is the emotion that gives color, sound, and power to the visualization. Here's where most people fail. They think about what they want, but they miss it. They want abundance, but they vibrate in lack. They want love, but they feel lonely. These frequencies are opposite and cancel each other out. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest it what it feels like to be. Feel the joy, relief, gratitude, and fulfillment of already living your dream. These emotions are energy in motion. They are the fuel that drives the engine of manifestation. Remember the basketball players' experiment. They didn't just imagine the perfect shot, felt success as if it were happening. It is this fusion between a clear image, mind, and a heightened emotion, heart, that closes the vibrational circuit. 4. Faith. Even if you master the technique, there is a subtle trap. The moment when you open your eyes and the world still looks the same. This is where doubt tries to creep in. It's not working, I knew it. These thoughts are cancellation signs. Every doubt is a counter vibration that neutralizes the field you just created. The fourth key is the unshakable faith, not as blind belief, but as serene certainty. It is knowing, without needing to see, that the seed has been planted and is already germinating. Even if you don't see the results yet, the gears of the universe have already moved in your favor. Lack of action is often a reflection of a lack of faith. If you were absolutely sure that your project would work, you would have started already. Therefore, acting is an act of faith. Faith is walking as if you have already arrived. It's speaking like someone who already is. It is aligning actions within a belief, even without external evidence. 5. Detachment. After all this comes the most paradoxical and liberating step, release. Attachment to outcome is a disguised form of fear, and fear vibrates low. The need to control the how and the when is what most blocks the flow of creation. Letting go isn't giving up, it's trusting. It's understanding that the universe sees the whole map, and you don't. When you deliver your desire with serenity, you open space for synchronicities to happen. It's like ordering at a restaurant. You choose, place your order, trust the chef, and relax. No need to run to the kitchen to check if he's using the right ingredients. Your part is maintain a vibration of trust, not anxiety. Anxiety is resistance. Trust is flow. Surrendering creates space for the universe to fill with something even better than you imagined, because detachment is the highest form of faith. Once you've clearly defined your intention, energized it with visualization and emotion, sustained it with faith, and surrendered it with detachment, you've reached the culmination of the process, the integration. This is the moment when everything stops being a technique and becomes a state of being. Manifestation stops being something you do and becomes something you and. True transformation is not in learning to achieve things, but in remember who you are. A conscious fragment of the universal mind, a spark of the creative source that shapes the entire universe. Vibrational mastery is the daily application of these laws, not as a chore, but as a natural expression of awakened consciousness. Mastery is not about attracting a new car, a house, or money, although all of these come naturally. Mastery is in become the vibration of love, joy, peace, and abundance. Your state of being is your most powerful creation. From it, all experiences that resonate with that frequency flow to you effortlessly. It's the point where life stops being a struggle and becomes a symphony. Thoth's final teaching echoes through the centuries. The power you seek was never outside. It was always inside, asleep waiting for the moment when you remember who you are and dare to claim it. Instant vibrational elevation is not a trick nor a mysterious secret. It's a choice. The choice at every moment of shift the focus away from what is wrong and onto what you want to create. The choice of feel gratitude now and not after something happens. The choice of vibrate in love, even in the face of chaos. The tools have been delivered. The path was lit. The map of your own divinity is in your hands. Now the rest is up to you. From here on, you are no longer a spectator being carried along by the currents of circumstances. You are the navigator. The wind is your vibration, and the sea is the infinite field of possibilities. The universe is ready to respond to your new frequency. The only question is, are you ready to issue the right note? Every day is a blank page, every moment a chance to choose your frequency. You can continue vibrating in the bands of fear, doubt, and scarcity, the world's default programming, or you can intentionally choose the frequencies of love, trust, and freedom. The choice was always yours. You were never a prisoner of reality. It is the architect that is. You are the conductor of your universal symphony. The orchestra is in position, the instruments are tuned, and the cosmos audience waits in silence. Take the baton, feel the music vibrating in your soul, and start conducting. The melody of your life is waiting to be played, and it may be the most beautiful masterpiece the universe has ever heard. The wake-up starts now. If you've made it this far, you're no longer on autopilot. You have heeded the call of conscience, and if this knowledge resonated with you, share it, for each awakened mind raises the frequency of the whole. Let your affirmation of power echo. My vibration is my choice. From now on, every breath is a reminder that you are in control. You are the creator, the channel and the work, and the universe is listening to the sound of your frequency. The time is now, and creation begins with you.